Is going to be completely happy just to deal with that 1v1 herself. It's really only bot lane that I think needs Shun's help. So I feel like his job is so much easier than Junja's this game.
And I mean, when you think of jungle in League of Legends in general, every single decision you make, whether it's to...
But it's better to lose the flash early if you're going to do it.
Ooh, look at the damage! First blood Gala in the 2v2, the Piltover Peacemaker into the follow-up on.
He's really impressed so many players and has completely turned around his trajectory. And now I feel like he is, one of the best supports in the LPL. He's really impressive and is going to be an important part of any win they could get.
Ooh, nice solar snare there onto Hongq. Knight forcing out the Spirit Rush from the enemy jungler as the Drake does go over to JDG. Now Shun in the middle of the pit, has to flash trying to get away from Junja, but now Junja turns it right back around. He wants to go after Knight, who escapes back towards the rest of his team, waiting over the wall. So both teams trying, who now backs away from the remaining two grubs, ready to help the fight as On tries to go in, but instead the reversal is beautiful. Gala gets to drop the ulti, and the Wombo combo is just way too powerful. The Piltover Peacemaker takes the kill. Not only do they get their second 2v2 kill of the game in the bottom lane, but JDG claim all three grubs. They're up over 2,000 gold. Game 2 is all JDG all the way.
And now the bot lane is going to get even more tough because Gala will have those grubs.
Okay, Bin just going to walk this one off. Wants to get away from Xiaoshu. Misses the decimating smash. Charged it a little bit long there. Bin goes back in for the ulti. As Shun shows up, point blank Keeper's Verdict finds the double knockup. Decimating smash with a double knockup of its own as Knight appears. Junja drops, and there's the second one as well. A little space. I remember when that thing was called Finale's Funkeln or something. I think it's an anime reference, like it's a German anime reference or something. I don't remember what it was, but I'm so glad that they changed it to whatever it is now that I can't remember off the top of my head for some reason. But JDG,
is it Final Spark?
Final Spark, that's what it is. I'm pretty sure that's actually what the translation of Finale's Funkeln is.
Okay.
But yeah, the name was definitely harder to remember earlier, even though I remembered it but forgot the real one. As Shun, channeling the Keeper's Verdict, nice knock, gets rid of the enemy jungler there, wants to try to finish the damage here onto the Dragon, and there it is, Mountain Drake secured for BLG. They're going to feel good about that one. As the Vi ulti, he flashes over the wall and he drags Junja with him. I love when players do that against a Vi. Her ulti is
been able to stabilize thus far on that top side. Xiaoshu's doing his best, but it's tough.
Yeah, a Thornmail doing plenty of work here for the Scion as he goes in for the point blank ulti, decimating smash right after. Bin's got the timing to catch him on the very end.
When they really get a lot of gold. He is just playing that supportive style. They're going to try to set up a dive onto Xiaoshu, though. They are bullying this guy.
Yeah, the tackle straight into the turret for the stun. But where's the rest of the damage? Viper has to overcommit to get it, and that means he's going to die in a 1-for-1 trade.
Yeah, it is a 1-for-1, but honestly, I think you take those because that is gold in Viper. I really think at this point for JDG, you're looking towards 3 items because this is the guy with all your gold, and this is the guy who has to deal with Bin.
Ooh, nice engage there from Junja and Hongq going after Knight. The rebuttal buys a little bit of time for him. Solar Snare underneath the turret, but there's no way the turret can do it. How far ahead the Caitlyn is.
I mean, it's so funny sometimes when you look at a pro game and you're like, ah, damn, your AD carries down 40 CS. He must have farmed really badly. Viper has 10 CS a minute.
Yeah, more, actually. It's just crazy. As now BLG are looking for their opportunity to make a play. Tackle into the wall onto Hongq. Keeper's Verdict, ready to juggle it. Golden Eclipse finds the kill. They try to get Junja away, but now Viper is on the hunt, chasing him down. He has transcended. Another ball breaker might try to get Junja out of the way, but no! Steadfast Presence stops that in. Inside Dragon, they are there first, as the 4th Dragon of the game is about to spawn. They're trying to set up the Caitlyn traps, trying to draw these battle lines nice and early, but as you would expect, BLG will send Bin in first. If he accidentally eats a cupcake, it's not a problem. He'll step straight through the banana brush, but the Dragon has already been claimed by JDG, and now Bin's eating a ton of damage. Final Spark over the top. Bin already almost dead. Keeper's Verdict hits no one. Shun tries to use the Steadfast Presence to defend himself. Defensive Pop Blossom coming out from On, but he's already dead. It's a 1-for-1 trade here so far. Xiaoshu tries to get away. You can see Hongq barely any HP left on the Ahri. So both top laner and mid laner from JDG.
Look at the Poppy's build now. Poppy has steel caps, deadmans, as well as a lot more armor on top. They're probably both going to go Randuins this game.
Okay, On going forward with the Pop Blossom. They want the damage here into Junja, but the tackle doesn't hit the wall. On staying alive for now. Junja dies, but is traded back as Hongq kills On. Now over in the mid lane, it's Gala hit with a decimating smash. Viper needs one more auto attack in the Fed. Caitlyn is dead. Now up here with the top side River. It's another kill. Knights on a killing spree. Hongq falls. Xiaoshu wants to get one back onto Shun, and he needs it. They don't want to let BLG try to get away with taking a bear in 25 minutes into the game, but they don't have anything to say about it. see Bin going for a recall, does have teleport to rejoin the rest of the team if he needs to. Shun, though, might be caught in a little bit of a bad spot, but On has a nice pop blossom, and there's the kill onto the Vibe. Judge is into the picture, and Viper goes in. He's transcended, and he's ready to put the pressure onto JDG. The Renekton is useless, decimating smash into Gala. Bin creating all the space in the world as JDG have to head back to the fountain, tail between their legs, and BLG got a 5v3. They push towards Nexus turrets. First one's about to drop. Bin continuing to keep everybody else on JDG trapped in the fountain steps. As On moves forward, tries to reposition. He will fall. 4v3 for BLG. Shun with the tackle forward. Steadfast presence again. So much value here out of the Poppy W. HourMix dies. Gala dies. Vampire can't do anything. BLG win game 2. They're on max.